Yo, Joe! Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. Today we're going to take a quick look at the brand new wave of Super 7's G.I. Joe Reaction Plus. Now, these are a new take on the classic 3 3/4 G.I. Joes. Very similar to their cartoon appearances with the articulation that, let's face it, that we've all been demanding from Super 7 since day one. And they gave it to us, so good on them. And these figures they've been great so far. If you watched our other Super 7 videos, you can check them out. And let's get these bad boys open. We got Cobra Commander in his Arctic gear, which, you know, in the cartoon, every time they went to the North Pole or somewhere for some diabolical means to try to take over the world, old Coco was in his good old warm winter coat and boots, as anybody would going to the North Pole, I would imagine. Probably pretty cold up there. And just like the cards back in the day, you can see what they've done. I wish it had, maybe a few more on there of who's coming up, but it's okay. Maybe they don't know. There's this file card. You can pause it and read that. It's got a lot of writing about this, that, and the other thing on the back there. I'm not worried too about it. We got Zartan, because cold slither. You'll be joining us soon. A band of vipers playing out to... Anyway, this is, of course, from the episode where Zartan and the Dreadnoks use mind control to make people join Cobra, or they hold them hostage or something like that. But the takeaway is they form this really cool rock band, and they even got Shipwreck and Footloose and somebody else to go to the show. And anyway, it was a fun episode. You can read the file card there if you can see it. Yeah, we don't get... I love that they're giving us more Zartan figures. I can't wait for the regular Zartan to come out. He's always been one of my favorite characters. And Wild Bill in his cartoon appearance, which, G.I. Joe figure collectors might think this looks like the... what was it, the Play School line of G.I. Joe that was from India with those colors. But this is how Wild Bill looked in the cartoon. Wildly, you might say, different from his action figure appearance. And in the comic books, they decided to give him a blue suit with an orange vest for some reason. But still looks like Wild Bill, still pretty cool. And there is his file card if you want to read it. Unlike the HasLab, they did get his rank correct, that he is a CW4 warrant officer. Yeah. And, okay. So, and there's the guys that they've done. And last but definitely not least, the real silent hero, Snake Eyes. And I didn't get the first Snake Eyes I did because I thought he looked dumb. I don't know if that was like his Deke appearance or what, but this is the one I've been waiting on. And I think they knew it because here he is. And let's see, here's his file card. You can pause it and read that if you so desire. But let's get these guys opened. It's a real shame I'm opening these, or maybe not, depending on your point of view. I mean, there's such a nice card. It's a nice hard card stock, unpunched. Very nice. Very different than what we were getting in the past with some of these releases. But very beautiful art. But just like back in the day, when Mom would take me to Kmart to get me the latest Cobra Commander figure, this packaging would not last the car ride home. I'd have that sucker open and playing with it. Anyway, here he is. Let's get him open. And he comes with a blaster. Because in the cartoon, they didn't have like 9 mils or anything. They had like little zappity zap lasers. They're kind of weird, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And let's see, he feels good out of the package. Joints are about what you'd expect. They do feel like vintage figures, sort of. Very close, though. Very close. I mean, you know, it's a modern figure, so I may just be used to handling my 40-year-old figures at this point. So, you know, I'm not sure what a new G.I. Joe figure is supposed to feel like. I am curious if we're just going to continue to get the head swivel left and right, because I want to say 85, maybe. They gave us, like, their neck was on a ball, and you could move it around, and it was cool, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's get him his pew pew, and he holds it just fine. And there is Cobra Commander. And here is Wild Bill, and he looks great. He looks just like his cartoon self, with his hat and sunglasses and mustache, which makes him unmistakably Wild Bill. The hat doesn't come off, which is fine. One less thing for me to lose. He has his dog tags, whatever that unit patch is supposed to be. His good old steer belt buckle, and his weird boots that he had in the cartoon. I kind of wish they had just drawn him with, like, cowboy boots, but what do you do? Alright, and he comes with this little satchel that I don't know what it is, but he always had that in the cartoon. It kind of looks like Snake Eyes' satchel that he had. Well, the version 1, rather. And his hat is so big, it doesn't go over his head too easily, but it does. Just be careful doing it. And here is his Bang Bang, which he actually does have a correct pistol, so that's cool. I don't remember what he had in the cartoon. He's usually just flying the Dragonfly. But pretty awesome. There is Wild Bill. And here is Zartan from Cold Slither. And he looks just like he did in the cartoon, of course. He is singing. He has this crazy 80s rock hair. I mean, look at this guy. I really hope they do the rest of the Dreadnoks, or the rest of Cold Slither, because that would be cool with the drums and everything. That would be awesome. He comes with a microphone, of course, because, you know, you gotta sing, and it fits into his hand quite nicely. So that's nice. And let's give him his guitar. Let's see. Okay. Always weird putting on things with straps on these guys. I'm always afraid I'm going to break it. But... all right. And if he had wrist articulation, he could hold it like a guitar, but that's okay. We'll just leave it at that. And there he is. Pretty cool. I think yeah, well, hopefully they make more. That's all I'm going to say. Give us the rest of Cold Slither, Super 7. Come on, let's go. And here is the main ninja, the silent masked man, Snake Eyes himself, and all of his dark blue, kind of purplish glory. Everybody always asks me, why was Snake Eyes purple in the cartoon? Well, the answer is, back in the day, this goes true for comic books and cartoons alike, if Snake Eyes had a black uniform that was completely black, you wouldn't see him. It would be very hard to make that show up in a comic book with you know, giving him the correct details and whatnot. And he does come with the 3 grenades instead of 2. His visor looks amazing. This has got to be my favorite sculpt of Snake Eyes. They've improved upon this design so much, and it looks great. And good job, Super 7. He doesn't come with timber, which is fine with me. We've got a million timbers. His sword is a little lame. It's kind of short. I don't know why they gave him this little short sword. I don't remember it being that short in the cartoon, but it's fine. It doesn't look bad with him. So there's Snake Eyes. And here they all are together. I think they look very nice. Very happy with these guys. And I'm also very happy that I won't have to make any more custom cartoon G.I. Joes, because Super 7 is doing that for me. And, you know, they're 20 bucks pop, which, let's be fair, that's cheaper than you're going to get an actual vintage G.I. Joe for these days, and one that's actually new and won't be brittle and crumble in your hands when you manipulate him or do anything, move their head or whatnot. But yeah, I'm glad they're giving these guys accessories. Very nice paint. Some would say they're very plain, but again, this is not a stylized version like the classified is. This is supposed to be how they looked in the cartoon, which also usually matched their comic appearance. Not so much with like Wild Bill, but of course Cold Slither wasn't in the comic, but it wouldn't have surprised me if that was like a, you know, issue of Special Missions or something like that. But there they are, and they are amazing. And here's the whole gang together. This is what we have so far, and man, they are just knocking them out, doing a great job. I love these Reaction Plus figures. They are amazing. So if you're a fan of G.I. Joe, and especially a cartoon fan of the G.I. Joe cartoon from Sunbow, and I guess they're going to include some of the Deke characters. That was the after Sunbow ended, Deke took over the cartoon, and well, you know, I'll let you guys go watch it and make your own decisions whether you think it's good or bad. Yeah, I'll stick with the Sunbow. Of course, my all-time preference of G.I. Joe is the comic books, but I don't expect to get any comic book characters. But no, that would be bad. I wouldn't not buy them. I would welcome a Billy or a Candy or a Professor Appel or a, you know, Storm Shadow and Stalker in their LLRP gear. But enough about that. Go read some comics. So that is the new wave of G.I. Joe Super 7 Reaction Plus. What do you guys think? Do you think these suck? Are you just eating them up? You love them? You can't wait for the next wave? Let us know in the comments. What do you think? Appreciate you guys watching this video today. Me and Bad Brad appreciate you guys so much. We thank you. And we're going to go ahead and throw one back now because it is that time. And remember, we do have new content every single day. So please like and subscribe to the channel for more good stuff. And until next time, we will see ya.